Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to Crucial Farms. My name's Patrick, and in today's video I'm going to go ahead and pot up another boxwood green velvet that I have that I've been growing. Well, I haven't been growing it. I bought it about 6 months ago, and I've just been fertilizing and growing in a pot to get these roots nice and strong. And now that it's fall, yeah, right over there, you can see it's fall. I'm going to go ahead and get to work on it. I went and found a pot. I posted it on Instagram, but I went and found a pot. And I know it's not traditional to have it be, glazed on the outside with a cascading juniper, but it's what I chose. It's what I wanted. This is mine. This one's not for sale. I'm keeping this one. I really like it a lot. I didn't video that. Also this morning, I kind of got carried away in my other juniper that I had. I went ahead and let it show me its true self, and it came out this morning, and oh man, I couldn't be more pleased with that one. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. I've got my little homemade tripod here. Actually, it was a mistake on the plumbing for the farm, but it works actually great as a tripod to set the camera right here. So awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and well, let's get into this. Okay, so first things first, I've gone ahead and I've already set up my pan here to catch all my dirt. For the most part, I'm going to go ahead and start raking out all the dirt and unfolding the roots very slowly, just all the way from the top. I'll quickly do that, and now I've exposed that center block, the center where it was tight here. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch to a hook, a homemade hook of mine. Right here, we'll go ahead and we'll just go straight down. And the purpose here, or the porpoise, if you like the ocean, the purpose of doing this is we're digging out the dirt, the old dirt from the roots. Okay, now this was a nursery find, so this tree was probably in this pot for a better part of 2 or 3 years, I'm guessing, easily. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get all these roots raked out. Okay, switch to a finer hook. This way down here. It's really nice to have all your tools laid out beforehand, so that you are always ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick rinse and try to get a lot of this dirt out. I'll be right back. And so after a quick rinsing, we get this. And we can see we have a nice layer of roots here. I'm still going to go up in here and pull out. Make sure you all can see that, hopefully. I'm going to switch back to the ever so gentle homemade tool and just gently undo these roots. Now you're going to pull some roots, okay? Some are going to break. That's fine. What you're doing is you're watching for these big ones. See these big ones? Ones like this, and go beside them. What we're trying to do is we're trying to loosen it up, let it release all that old dirt, and get our roots nice and straight so that all our roots are radial, so just going out from the base. And I've about done it. I'm not going to disrupt the ball of the tree too much because it's still very young up in here. And I'm just going to, okay, I've loosened a lot more dirt, so the final rinsing, I'll be good to go. And I'm just using a very low pressure water just to get the dirt off as fast as possible, instead of just raking. I want a really clean root system for the new clean soil, because I'm getting rid of all this, which is mostly mulch, as you can see. So let me do one more rinsing, and we'll get right into it. Sorry about that little shot there. Right. Now, let me rinse this off real quick. Set this guy over here. Oop. And now, we also have gotten almost all of the, oh, well, actually, we have a little more work to do here. Because right up in here, there's a ton of that perlite. I think it's called perlite. These things that are almost like cotton, and they just squeeze. They're kind of little crunchies. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blast it a little more and get those out of there. We'll go to jet. How about that? How about we go to jet? Alrighty, so now we got it. And okay, so now after the final rinsing, we're down here. We can see all of our roots are pretty good here. I'm gonna prune a lot of this back. This is the pot I've chosen for it, and as you can see, the reason I chose it was I could tell from up top how the roots went down in the pot, where the position of the tree was growing out of the center of the pot, that I was going to be able to do a back and rear placement, because in this pot I also want to put in this rock right here as part of like a, I'm hoping it'll grow up over the rock like that. Just kidding, of course, that's a joke, but I'm hoping to put the rock in here with it to have it be like a little feature type deal. Branch is falling off, but anyway, so I'm gonna get right into this. Let's make it happen. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and grab our shears here, and I'm not gonna go too crazy. Just gonna get a nice, so everything has a nice fresh cut to grow from underneath here. Like these nice white roots, I'm not going to disturb those at all. Get in here and trim a couple of these up here, like this, just at the surface, or what's going to be the surface. It's easy to keep the curve of this blade away from it. As we cut, and then there's just a couple things right across the top there. Grab those, scrape all those off, and grab here, maybe clean this up more in the front here. And let's see how that sits. Maybe we can, let me look real quick here and try to determine. I haven't done this tree yet. It's a little difficult to decide where exactly it wants to live. But I think right about there is where it's going to live, so this rock wall. Maybe this rock will just, yeah. Okay, so next, let's rinse this pot. I got a lot of crap in it. Okay, rinse this pot. Let's go and rinse this out. Rinse off my ledge here. Right off the side, sure. Chickens. Ooh, a leaf fell. Scurred me. Okay, get this guy here. Let's get some mesh. Let's get some mesh, and I think my wire is already up here. It is. So, one thing to remember when planting your bonsai is to not let it dry out as you're working. So it's very wet. I keep spraying it constantly. So boom, like that. And then I've got some clay pebbles here, which I'm not going to use. Actually, I've decided I'm not going to do it. I did it before, but I have some soil that went into another tree that didn't get used. So just going to use it. It's a little wet. It'll be nice for... Just going to put it down in the bottom to hold my screens in place. And lessen how much stuff I have to do. Roar. Well, roar. It's pretty, so I leave it there. Pretty. Okay, we're still recording. Very good. Just making sure. Sometimes this camera goes, hey, guess what? I'm going to shut off. Okay. And if you've stuck around this long, then you're going to see a tree getting potted up here right now. I'm just going to get me a piece of this floral wire. As it's very inexpensive. Much cheaper than wire. And it's going to last. It's essentially the same thing. Okay, now we've got our wire in place, as you can see. There's our wire right there. We're going to set our tree down here in the back. I'm going to try to just work this through a couple roots. Got it. And I'm going to set it down on the soil here to make sure it's worked in how I want it. And I'm going to take and join the two wires. Now, that would probably be good, but we're going to take our pliers here, grab the wire, and we're going to twist it while I'm pushing down and get it nice and tight. That way it's not going to slip off. I just like to go ahead and tuck instead of snipping off. This way I can recover it easier. Push these down in. Now, we want to look to see, okay, is the tree level? I would say yes, the tree is level, yes. I feel like those. I guess that'll be fine. Okay, let's get some. Let's get some soil over here, and we'll start working it. Now, what we want to do is we want to take just a little bit, and you want to put it in, like so. And we want to take our stick, like so, and we want to hold the tree. Of course, always hold the tree. I think this needs to be tightened. To snip it off. This one is way long. There we go. And push them down in so they're not up in the top. Okay, great. Now we're going to hold it, and we're going to get you guys a little closer here so you can see a little better, maybe. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully you can see down here. I think my camera is well, here we go. Just in case, we'll switch you. Now you're probably too low. Oh, nice. I'm just dropping this stuff. Now you're probably definitely too low to see in the pot. So let's go up here. There we go. All right. There we go. And we're going to use our stick to work our medium, our soil, into the roots. So come around the back really quick. I hope you guys can see under there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soil medium and go ahead and sprinkle it up along the back here, and just work. I'm working it in, I'm working it under, I'm working it in between. I'm working it anywhere that'll take it. We already need more here. Oh, hey, a little tumble there. Okay, that's fine. Let me get you guys over here. I'm flipping the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Much better. So we're just going to work it in the whole time, holding that tree level where we want it. So we're packing right up under it.
and it's working it right its way because trees don't like air spaces. So packing in all the material. Just gonna do it good. It's gonna be very good for this tree. So I'm gonna keep going on with this, and we'll come right back. So now I've gotten all the soil in, and the tree is pretty happy, I would say. Definitely gonna put some type of moss over this, probably. Definitely some type of, you know, give it some type of you know, something here on the ground for the ground cover. But real quickly, I'm just gonna attack this canopy real quick, and I'm going to attempt but I'm just gonna go ahead and do some basic trimming here, just to quickly expose the tree here, the tree within, I guess you'd say, because there's a big tree and all these little trees. So what I do is I just pull out the mess. Oh, my container's over there. That's fine. So this branch here, too low, gone. This branch back here, too low, gone. And gone, guys. The branches are gone. Turn around this way, and we're trying to get some height here. So we'll remove all these in the back. Get rid of this guy here. He's crossing. Don't like that. Still too tall. Also think of it as like, well, if this plant was in the wild, nothing be growing that low usually, unless it's in your yard and you maintain it yourself. If it was tall, animals would usually eat the bottom branches, or take the bottom branches, and then definitely eat the leaves off of it. That's for sure. So get some of these leaves out the soil, but that's okay. Come around the back here. I like this branch. Okay, I just don't like some of the ones near it. That's fine. The top looks pretty good. That's pretty much all I'm going to do underneath. And for the most part, on the top of this one, I am going to go ahead and remove this guy. I don't like it. I don't like that one back there either. I like this one, but I don't like what's on it right there. And this is some type of... Let me get rid of these in the trash can. Always tidying up the workplace, the workspace. So this tree has come a long way today. I think all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take my shears really quickly, and I'm going to round it up. Probably making a mess of my workbench here, but I don't care. Just turn this guy and get a little cut right along the back here. That'll be fine. And then sometimes I feel like Edward Scissorhands, like you could have like 2 or 3 scissors, I guess. I can't. I don't think so. I struggle with one sometimes. But this is how now I will go back in later and I'm going to remove, you know, to get rid of those cut leaves. You won't see them. You won't see them later. I'm leaving this guy bushy besides that one. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a look here from the front. Oh yes, perfect. Now all those are going to hopefully grow more and more. There's a lot more to do, but this is how I start a beginner bonsai tree. This is how I start one of my beginner ones. I'm not saying I'm a beginner. I'm not anything. I've never taken a class. I'm self-taught. I've watched probably over 500 hours now, close to
on YouTube of bonsai videos from different people all over the world. Some of it even translated on YouTube. So I feel like I've gotten a lot more schooling than some people even have that have paid for schooling, because I've learned what I can through that. But there's a lot more work to do, of course, in all these cuts. They're going to grow back out in a year or two, and then this guy will eventually one day need repotted. But like I said, I'll add moss to it and eventually, and water it twice a day and feed it as well. That's it. That's all there is to it. So I appreciate you all coming to Crucial Farms again today. Like I said, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and quickly give you a little view of the plants here and stuff. All the plants I've made over the past 6 months to a year. These are all the ones I've done and potted up. This guy, I think, this one might be the next video, but I do have a few more down here that I've been saving. So until next time, it's Patrick here signing off, and thank you again. Bye bye. And added a couple clay pebbles, so some rocks and a little elephant, just to give perspective. I love the little animals, it really adds to it. Nice and pretty. Yellow leaf, or red leaf actually, it was completely gone, but yes, beautiful, also for sale. So we're just adding and adding and adding to the collection. All right, bye bye.